quite amazing how these numbers on the screen can tell you a story.
Hello everyone and welcome to FIA Insider. My name is Paul Wallace. You may know me from the Supercars of London YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be taking a deeper dive into the world of motorsport to understand what it takes to put on a weekend like this and listen to those cars go out. Now follow me because we have to go to the control tower, because if you're a fan like me, one of the most important things that you can learn is how to read a timing screen. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Christy, great to meet you.
How you doing, Paul? All good?
I'm very good. I'm just going to check the room out because I've never been in a room like this.
Then welcome. On this section here, we have the timekeeping guys, which are mainly in charge of the whole timekeeping. So they are receiving all the information from the cars, from the timing system. These guys here are managing the network. All these things on the screen has to be green, so he's taking care that everything is green.
Okay.
So what we have here is our timing screens.
There's so much information on the screen. Can you go from left to right explaining which each column means?
Sure. So on the first column, you can see the position. That's easy, it's a classification itself. The second one is the status of the car. P means that the car is on the pit lane.
Okay.
O means that it's on an out lap.
Yeah.
So it's the first lap after the pit out.
Yes.
And there is another status which is not shown now, which is S in red.
Okay.
That means that the car is stop on track. So there is like a warning that this car has any kind of issue and it's not crossing any timing loop at the moment. Then the next one, it's the race number of each car. And then peak means the positioning class. The next one, category. We have the hypercars, and then we have the LMGT3.
Yeah.
And the next column, it's only used for the hypercar cars, which are the hybrids.
Yes.
Then following column, it's the team name.
Yeah.
You have all of them here. And the next one, it's a quite interesting one because it's the driver.
The driver at the moment.
That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So with our timekeeping system, we can know who is on every moment driving the car. So as the car goes out of the pit lane, we get the signal that it's driving Di Resta on car 94.
So how does the information transfer from the car exiting the pit lane with a new driver in to then coming up onto your screen?
Each car is equipped with a timing transponder.
Okay.
Then this transponder is connected into the car, and each driver on their helmet, they have we call it a helmet plug. So
yeah.
You can have one, I can have a second one,
Yeah.
and both are different. So as soon as you get into the car, you connect to the radio, and it's integrated on the radio.
Okay.
So the signal is sent to the transponder, then to the timing loop, then into our system.
Wow.
So we get all this information.
Without a delay?
It's live.
That's super impressive. So then after the drivers, you've got the manufacturers.
Yeah, that's it. And then is the tires.
Yes.
Because on this championship we have two different providers, which are Michelin and Goodyear.
So following on from tires, you've got the best lap times?
Yeah, that's maybe the most important part. It's your best lap time.
Okay.
So this is what creates the classification. Then the gap is the difference to the leader, and then you have the information about the laps. On the column laps, you have the total laps that this car has been running.
Okay.
And then the BL means best lap, telling you on which lap this car did this lapping here.
Okay.
So this column, it's interesting on a long session that you can check how the people it's improving the laps as the time goes by because of the, let's say, temperature on track, or let's say the rubber on the tire, on the tarmac.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
And from here we move to an interesting one, which are the sectors. Here you can see that you have times in yellow, which are the current sectors that the cars are running, and you have the white ones, which are interesting ones. If you see, the ones with the white numbers are the ones which are in pit. Those are their best sectors.
Right, okay.
On the session.
Yeah.
Which means that you can create, if you combine these numbers, like an ideal lap.
Yes.
Then you have, for example, here the blue ones, it's his personal best. And then the purple ones, which are overall best.
And what's this symbol here that I see popping up? TL.
This is something that none of these guys likes, which is called the track
Limits. Ah, okay, yeah.
That's it.
What does TS mean?
TS is the top speed.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We have a couple of timing loops on every circuit where we are calculating the speed, and we are showing the top speed on the lap of every of the lap of the guys.
No one's hit 300 yet.
Not yet.
And then last lap, it's fairly self-explanatory. It's just the last lap that was recorded.
Yep.
Everything is real time. That's what I'm trying to get my head around, how it just transfers, probably what all of these wires do.
Yeah. For example, this message here is sent by race controls. If there is an accident, they just press a button and instantly you have a message here, change the status of the flag on the track.
Yeah.
All the teams are informed. It's totally automatic.
Wow. And then during the race, what happens if any of this gets shut down?
Issues can happen, mistakes can be done, but at the end of the day, the important is, for example, your reaction time, your capacity is to fix the issue.
Yeah.
So we face issues during the weekend, but with our preparation, with our knowledge, we try to minimize it in advance.
Yeah. So, well, thank you very much. It's been incredibly insightful.
You're
Great to
very welcome.
meet you. Well, that was super fascinating. In the space of about 10 minutes, I feel like I understand the timing screen so much more. I think this year it's worth mentioning that the FIA are introducing animated graphics to Instagram and also to TV, which makes it much easier to calculate in real time things like energy status for the hypercars, so you'll be able to calculate when their next pit is due. It's going to be so good to watch this season unfold. And if you've enjoyed this episode, then hit subscribe and get that notification bell on, because I'll be seeing you on the next episode. Cheers, guys.